Next up, at UFC Rio, we have the new main event of the evening. We have Charles Oliveira taking on Mateusz Gamrot. Charles Oliveira, the Brazilian sensation, the fan favorite, the most liked person in the UFC right now, and if not all of the UFC, certainly in this division. Charles Oliveira is the all-time submission king. He is 35-11 in his career, 2-3 in his last 5, coming off that unfortunate knockout loss to Ilia Topuria, taking on Mateusz Gamrot, 25-3 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5. He's coming off that bounce-back win over Ludovic Klein. I don't need to do the deep dive breakdown of each individual fighter. We know Charles Oliveira can do everything. He has the most amount of submission wins in history. We know Mateusz Gamrot is mostly just a striker who gets dropped very often, but ends up recovering. This is an interesting fight. Charles Oliveira's original matchup was against Rafael Fiziev, and that was supposed to be striker versus striker, and if Charles needed to wrestle, he could, just like he did when he fought Michael Chandler. Charles doesn't have a backup game plan in this fight. He either can knock out Mateusz Gamrot, or he gets taken down and then looks for a submission. He's not going to offensively wrestle here. And taking away the ability to control where the fight goes is kind of problematic. So we're going to end up with Mateusz Gamrot moving forward, shooting a gazillion takedowns. I am actually surprised this line is close. I assume most people would just jump all over Gamrot for shooting a million takedowns. But if you look at it a little more objectively, it's like, okay, Charles can certainly knock out Gamrot. Charles is a great striker, a dangerous striker. Gamrot is dropped in almost every single fight that he is in. I have the official stat here. He has been dropped in 6 of his 11 fights. 6 of his 11 UFC fights, he's been dropped. And I think that does include an unofficial dropping by Dan Hooker. If it ends up on the ground, which it definitely will, Charles is the all-time submission king. So he could definitely put Gamrot in some precarious positions. I am still going to lean Gamrot here. I bet on Gamrot, not a ton, but I bet on Gamrot because I think this looks exactly like the Arman Tsarukyan fight. I think Gamrot gets the takedowns. I think he ends up in a couple of tricky positions, but he works his way through and grinds his way to a win. When the only thing you have to worry about is getting submitted, you cannot be submitted. I think he's fine on the feet. I don't think he's going to engage very long. I think he dives at legs, stays safe. Gamrot's going to be the pick. I fully understand everybody on this planet rooting for Oliveira. I just don't know if it's going to happen. What do you think, Jake?
Who the fuck is a Mateusz Gamrot? Who the fuck is a Mateusz fucking Gamrot? Who the fuck is this guy fucking beat in a convincing way? What, fucking RDR? Ludovic a fucking Klein? Let's look at the resume. Loses to fucking Garam. Beats a Scott Holtzman. Beats a Jeremy Stevens. Beats a Diego Ferreira. Arguably loses against Arman. Does lose against Benil. Arguably lost against Jalen Turner. Knee injury versus Fiziev. Beats a 45-year-old RDA that fucking knocks him down.
I was like,
loses against Dan Hooker and then beats a fucking Ludovic fucking Klein. It's like a lot of these he's almost losing. He's only really convincingly beating the fucking bums coming against Charles Oliveira. You don't think that Charles is going to wrestle? I'd fucking take the wrestling right to fucking Gamrot because you can take him down, and he's a wrestler that when he tries to defend the fucking takedowns and scramble, he gives up his fucking back or he loves the fucking Granby roll to his fucking core. If I'm Charles Oliveira, I pressure straight into a fucking takedown and say, let's fucking scramble, sweetheart. You want to fucking scramble with me? You want to present that fucking back that you present every fucking time somebody tries to take you down and puts you against a fucking fence. You give up your back like a wrestler to break the hands, or you fucking do that dumbass fucking Granby roll. Let's start rolling around, sweetheart, in fucking Rio against me, fucking do Bronx Charles Oliveira in front of my home fans. You want to fucking start playing jiu-jitsu? Let's fucking play fucking jiu-jitsu. That would be my game plan if I was Charles Oliveira. Bring the fucking Muay Thai, and if he gets fucking spazzy, if he gets fucking froggy, you're gonna fucking drop him and jump on something, but force a fucking shot. Force this guy to give up his fucking back and do those fucking dumbass fucking rolls. And then tire him out a little bit because you got the fucking experience. Yeah, you went 5 rounds against Arman. Obviously, almost barely lost that fight. And if he's going 6 of 21 in takedowns versus fucking Charles Oliveira, he is going to fucking lose that fight. That's what he did against Arman, because Arman was counter wrestling and defending. When you start getting sloppy against Charles Oliveira, you're going to get fucking hurt or you're going to get fucking submitted. And that's exactly what's going to happen in this fucking fight. Gamrot ain't a fucking nobody except for a fucking spaz wrestler with shit fucking scrambles, and Charles Oliveira is going to fucking expose this guy, even either on the feet or on the fucking ground. Dude Bronx does not lose to these type of people, and he definitely doesn't fucking lose in fucking Rio to a person like fucking Gamrot on short notice. Main event, give me fucking Dude Bronx all fucking day. Who the fuck is a Mateusz Gamrot?
Listen, I appreciate the enthusiasm. I'm looking forward to this fight now. I get it. This is going to be, for me, this is going to be exactly what the UFC 320 main event was, where my brain and my heart were in different places. And I was like, I think Ankalaev is going to win this fight, but I will be rooting for Alex Pereira. And I went on and on about how I want Alex to be the first ever 3-division champion. I hope he wins this fight. I'm happy to lose a bet. This is a similar situation. Now, I don't have the same affinity for Charles Oliveira that I did for Alex Pereira, but I would much rather Charles Oliveira win this fight. Gamrot winning doesn't do anything for anybody. And all it does is take down a giant fan favorite, another peg. All it does is muddy the, like, I would love if Charles Oliveira pulled out this win here. I will happily lose the half a unit I threw on Mateusz Gamrot. If you love Oliveira, don't tail my bet. Just don't fucking do it. It'd be stupid to do that. So I'll be rooting for Oliveira. I just think he loses the same way he lost to Arman.
Gamrot just fucking gets lit up on the feet, and technically, when you start scrambling, when you don't just give up a takedown, you force a scramble and stuff. He just gives up. His initial reaction is go to his knees and give up his fucking back. You do that against Charles, you just lost the round.
Yeah. Listen, and he gets dropped he's been dropped. I read off the stat. He's been dropped 6 times in 11 fights. I get it. I just think this looks like the Arman fight. That's all I'm saying. And the Arman fight, I was very confident in Arman.
Arman almost got submitted twice.
He was in trouble, and he worked his way through. Mateusz Gamrot's had fucking American top team. He's not going to get
Gamrot
sucked.
is way more wild. Arman is just fucking lay there. Gamrot is a fucking... He doesn't have the type of control that people... There's a reason why he shoots a million takedowns, because he doesn't fucking hold people down.
Yeah.
He just doesn't. People get up and he reshoots. And he fucking sloppily reshoots and sloppy. He doesn't have control. He doesn't lay on people. You don't see Gamrot in half guard fucking raining elbows down. He's fucking like Murat. He's fucking just holding on like this, and then people get away and he reshoots, and then he's just holding on like this, and then people just holding on like. It's a joke. He ain't a nobody.
Listen, I get it. It is funny though, because like there's a comment here. Gamrot is not Arman. Well, he beat Arman 25 minutes. And I know that was a close fight. I know that was a close fight. It is
matchups. He doesn't have control that Arman has.
I get it all. And I am not worried. I'm on the Gamrot side. I'm not worried about Gamrot getting subbed. I'm worried about him getting knocked the fuck out. I'm worried about that more than a submission. Because Charles might be like, I had nothing to lose. He might fight like Alex fought. I'm going to move forward. I'm going to bomb away. If you shoot a takedown, fine. You're not going to finish me. I got 25 minutes. I don't care.
Charles went at Islam with a fucking flying front kick and didn't give a fuck. He's not gonna fucking. He's not gonna fucking in Rio be like, oh no, where's the takedown gonna come? He doesn't give. He's gonna fucking go right at this dude with a fucking knee and a fucking elbow, and just see what happens. As he should, because he doesn't have to worry about getting finished. So it's like, all right, take me down. I have 25 minutes to work. I don't give a shit. So listen, I'm on the Gamrot side. I think he stays safe. I totally understand and support the Oliveira side. I want him to win. When I was at UFC 317, I didn't go to the actual fights. We did the press conference and all that. The love that Charles Oliveira got was insane. He would just look in a room and people would go nuts. And that energy is contagious. It stayed with me. I'm turning into a giant Charles Oliveira fan. Gamrot is the lightweight version of Merab. No, he's not. Merab actually has striking. Merab has a chin. He's got striking. He can
Ramos knocked out Corey Stanhagen. Yeah. He does have like that relentless nonstop shoot takedown. Somebody commented, I don't think
he's way more sloppy. Like he's fucking...
I agree. But somebody commented, I don't think Gamrot can wrestle for 25 minutes on short notice. He can. Cardio's not a concern here. It's Jacob's right with you're going to have to win these scrambles over and over and over and over again, which could be tricky. And Charles might have been wrestling his ass off for this camp, thinking he was fighting Fiziev. Either way, that's the breakdown, guys. Thanks for being here. We genuinely appreciate it. If you want to support the boys just a little bit more, go to the website, wewantpicks.com. Click Become a Member. It's $10. You'll unlock literally everything we have to offer, which is the greatest offering in this space. If you don't want to spend the money, we get it. You can support for free right here. Just click the subscribe button. Costs you nothing to click the like. It costs you nothing to click the subscribe. And that goes a very, very long way growing the channel.